Today we have my brother here. Good to see you. Do you want to introduce yourself? Tell him where you're from.
Yes, my name is Dragon from Clapham Junction, Southwest 11. You know what it is, man. Get it.
Southwest 11.
Southwest 11.
Let's go back to the start. What was it like growing up around Clapham Junction as a young teenager?
Ooh, as a young teenager growing up around Clapham Junction, it was a bit hard. It was scary. That's one thing I will say. It was very scary growing up as a teenager, being on the road. And I wouldn't say necessarily I was on the road doing anything negative, but I was around a lot of older people. So it was very scary because at that time there was around Chaos, Ben McGrath, Sooty, Greedy, all of these big names.
There's some big names,
all of these big names that a lot of people are hearing now, the Tysons and all of that. So it was like, it was more, I was a younger lot around the older lot, and it was very scary because there was a lot of jackings and a lot of people were smoking food back then as well. So it was scary, but at the same time it was also influential in the sense of they was very influential when it comes down to trying to do positive things. So they was always trying to push for the younger generation to do positive things, but at the same time they're also doing criminal activity. So when you're seeing, so when you're seeing what they're actually doing, you're like, you're telling them to send me to college, but yet again I'm here doing this and you're doing this and doing that. So but it was a time to remember. It was a time to remember with no regrets.
Can you remember like your first ever offence where you first ever got nicked for when you got in trouble with the police?
First ever offence when I first got in trouble with the police, I was in a stolen vehicle with my cousin. There's a very bad guy, not joking. Shout out Des. Shout out Des. But I was in the car with C6 is my guy, Penny, Desert, and I was in the back seat with a lock knife and I got nicked.
You're 14 years old with a lock knife?
14, got nicked with a lock knife. I forgot I even had it in my pocket, and from then it just went kind of downhill when it comes to the criminal side of things.
Was that kind of normal for you to carry a lock knife at the age of 14?
I thought it was normal, but looking back, hindsight, it was never normal because at the same time you can quickly get yourself into a situation and you're quickly to draw for it. So at the same time, it wasn't normal, but at the time when I was rolling with it, it was normal to me.
So what other sort of stuff was you getting up to? You was 14, is rolling around with lock knives.
There's a lot of like
gang activities or
there was
drugs?
a lot of drugs, a lot of I wouldn't say much gang activities back then, but there was a lot of drugs going on, a lot of drugs going on, and I just caught myself up in, I would say, the wrong kind of circle in some respects, because at the age of 15 I got nicked with a firearm, so everything just started going like downhill. It was just,
you got nicked at the age of 15 with a firearm?
I got nicked at the age of 15 with a firearm again.
Where did they find this firearm?
Underneath my bed.
That's a great hiding place.
Great.
In a shoebox? In a shoebox with
the
some
money was in
as
the
well?
shoe. The money was in the shoebox. The gun was under the bed. But I was selling cannabis at the time. Got stopped. I had a whole load of drawers on me. I had about 50 drawers on me at the time.
Was that like £10 and £20 drawers?
Yeah, £10, £20 drawers. And then they went back to the house, found a firearm, and the rest was history. But I never got sent to prison till my 18th birthday because I was so young. They didn't want to send me to jail, and obviously I went duress and things like that. So they was trying to keep me outside of prison, but then laws changed further down the line where I pled guilty. So for if you do after I was 17, the law changed and stated that anyone that goes guilty for a serious crime has to do a custodial sentence. So the judge tried to give me as minimal as possible because really and truly they just wanted to put me on tag. So
So did you go to prison for a bit?
I went to prison. I got a year, do 6 months. In juvenile. So I was in Feltham, and that's where it all begun really.
So Feltham was hard.
Yeah, Feltham was hard, but I tell you this: if you don't know yourself then, you definitely. Well, if you didn't know yourself back then, once you get yourself in that situation, then you're definitely gonna know who you are.
I think I remember when you come out. Do you remember when I linked you in Balham? You was on tag.
Was I on tag in Balham?
Yeah, I think I met you in Balham on one of the
my sister used to live there. So
there's some arms in that on you.
Yeah, come on, man. I used to love arms because
where they gone now?
Ah, bro, man, it's just too much carrying, too much lifting. You know
Hey, do you know
what I'm saying?
what?
So it
One
gets
thing
sucked
I've
out,
not
too
even
much
mentioned.
cardio.
You're looking pretty trendy today. You got some mountain boots. Can you show my friends like the mountain boots? Like, where are you climbing? Like,
Bro, keep on climbing, man. That's the destination.
Keep
We're
on
climbing to
climbing.
the
I
top,
love
man.
that, man.
Yeah, that's what it is, man. So no matter how high the boots are gonna be, that means we just keep
they're
on
trendy,
elevating.
you
You
know?
know what I'm saying? But yeah, no, you know what it is, man. We're always trying to stay fresh and stay clean, but you know how it goes, man.
So you've come out. You've done your tag.
Mm-hmm.
Did you get back into involved with more crime?
Yeah, I came out. I was on tag. I chilled for a bit, but then again, at the same time, it was just like prison was just more like a place where you're either going down under, you're breaking away from everything, or you're climbing on top. And for me, it was a thing where I got to know more people, and it just kind of set my foot in the concrete more on what I'm gonna do when it comes to being rolled. So when I came out, I chilled for a bit, and then I just got active, and then from then it was just like, it was history. It was just.
Did you ever go back to prison for anything else? After
that? After that, I went to prison twice. After that, I got a sentence for conspiracy with intent to supply.
Was that Class A or
Class A? And I got 5 years for that. And then the previous one that I got released from, that was same thing again, conspiracy with intent to supply, but with ammunition as well.
I remember that charge. So
yeah.
Where did you go after that? Did you go guilty on that one?
A week before trial.
Yeah, what did you get?
I got 7.5. 7.5. Yeah, 7 years. 7 years, 9 months. 7.5. Yeah, 7.5 years.
So what prisons did you end up in?
With me, I'm not a person that really likes staying in one place for too long. I like my mind to be active, so I like moving around. So I was just all over. So I was High Down, Wandsworth, Onley, Scrubs. I was all over, man. I was all over, yeah. But obviously Onley was one of the best times, greatest times, and that's where me and you was collaborating. We was banged up together. Do you know what I'm saying?
We was banged up together. We was cellmates.
Yeah.
We used to have parties,
everything. Hooch, the still.
Mate,
do you remember the still?
The still was absolutely lethal. I promise you. We need to make some for the show.
Crazy. No, 100%. We've got to make them understand.
I'm so grateful to have him in my soul because we used to stress to each other all the time.
100%.
Obviously, he used to cook some amazing food. I can't lie. He used to make some mad food in the kettle. We're gonna have to do that as well.
Yeah.
I just want to say, Drags, you used to really annoy me, you know. Bro, like I used to sit there on my bed hungry, he'd be whipping in the kettle, he's cooking down the onions, he's frying on this seasoning from wherever it's from. He's making some mad flavors, it's smelling crazy. I'm sitting in my bed thinking, it must be ready in a minute. Dragon's on the top bunk on his phone. Yeah. So you want a 50 shot then, yeah? He's hitting shots of burnt tobacco and that in the jar. Like, and he's making us get candy. We're good, we're living all right. But I'm thinking, I'm just hungry. I'm just hungry. I think this comes to phone. And then Dragon about 2 hours later, Lou, you hungry?
Yeah.
Like, bro, I'm starving. 2 hours later, get the rice out, put the food on top. Thank you for that, man. You made my time a lot easier, man.
Yeah, no doubt. Shout out to Bug as well, man, because I remember them times there as well. When you moved in, me and Bug, shout out to Bug, that's my guy as well. But remember as well that, because I was banged up with Bug, innit? And then when you came, me and Bug used to have so much arguments as well about the food and so many different things. And you know, you got 6 footers, man. You don't feel like you can overpower small guys like myself. So, you know, but after a while, when you came, I moved in with you, innit? Yeah. And that's the time that, we was collaborating and we was making the food and that. But them times there was good times, man. I remember you used to grumble a lot. Drags, man, where's the food? What's going on? What's going on?
I don't smoke. There'd be certain times I don't smoke. So
that was the best as well. That was one of the best. Shout out Buzz, man, my guy. I remember
I don't smoke. So these lot, I remember come back from the surgery one day, him and Buddha's in the cell. And I see my clean clothes, I'm clean, but I'm kind of untidy, innit? I've come back. I seen, like, you know when you're billing it, there's tobacco on my clothes.
I remember that.
I was raged. I've looked at Dragon, I've looked at Buddha. Do you remember that? I was like, hey, you man, my clothes, bro. Buddha's still. Hey, Buddha, do you know what? Hey, you're coming on here, bro. Buddha's looking. Oh, sorry, Luther.
I remember that.
All right, stop filling
it. Yeah. Hey, he was bad.
Nah,
He was
but
bad.
you know
he was
what?
bad,
Having
he was bad.
drags and Buddha on the wing,
Yeah,
you lot made my life a lot easier. Training partners for a good few years.
Yeah. And we used to speak a lot as well. When you was in Coldenly as well, we used to speak a lot and you used to say that you was gonna come over as well. And I remember when you came through, bro, you was looking like a fucking monster, blood.
Lost 3 stone now.
Bro, 3 stone, bro. That 3 stone, yeah.
Well,
listen,
I've still got all the workout videos we done.
Yeah?
And that.
Oh, yeah.
I've got pictures of me and Buddha. I've got the workouts when we was in the cell, the madness, cussing each other.
Yeah.
Did you ever have? Obviously, we had a lot of fun. I know you got a daughter.
Yeah.
Was there any like dark days? What think? You know what? This is long now.
Yeah, bro. That's what's really kind of changed my direction. Well, not even really kind of. That is what has been the catalyst for the change of my direction. Because before I had a child, I was just free. So I was just doing whatever I wanted to do. Doing as much, doing the most, basically. Trying to say the most but minimal right now. But yeah, was doing a lot. And then when I did go to prison, it was a different time because I went to prison in 2008. I never had no children, and then I went again in 2016. So by that time there I had a daughter and a son as well. But when it came down to my daughter, it was like that one there touched me. Because she used to come and cry on the visits, left, right, and center. I used to be with her every single day, no word of a lie, every day, weekends, like it was so crazy. So that changed a whole lot. It really did hurt me when I was in there, seeing how much pain she was in, seeing how much she missed me, seeing how the effects that I had on my family overall. So that just made me look at things a bit more different and be more responsible with my actions and what I do with myself. So yeah, that was definitely a hard time, being able to see my daughter in pain and hurt about not seeing me and me not being there. And again, as well, missed out, as you know as well, missed out a lot of involvement in our children's life as well, and especially in my daughter's life. So that one there definitely did hurt. So yeah.
See, like as soulmates, this is a bit mad, but as soulmates, obviously we need alone time certain times. Was there any occasions when I was sleeping, you was wanking?
Bro, come on, man.
Was there any?
You gotta knock it out, bro.
But when I was sleeping,
listen, fire. No pun intended. But listen, brother. Listen, when you're getting listen. When you're chatting to the missus and that, or you're chatting to a few, it's like, listen, you're just trying to.
Wait, so you're
sometimes, bro. Listen, when you're not releasing, you get blue balls, and I'm sure a lot of people know about blue balls. So if you're speaking to a female companion, and you know,
you're sending you dirty pictures,
sending me dirty pictures. 1 minute things is up, then it's down, up, down, up, down. Next minute, you know, you got blue balls. You have to knock one out, bro. So I'm sorry if any drip down or anything like that. It's no.
Is that what's going on? I'll be honest, I didn't wank when you was in the soul.
Oh yeah, that's good. You wasn't allowed, bro. No,
do you know what, Drags? You're a dirty man, dirty man. Alright, Drags, listen, you know why you're here, my bro?
Yeah.
We're gonna do a workout. You ready for this?
I'm ready, man.
Let's get changed. Let's make this happen. Let's go.
Yeah, say no more.
Alright, Drags, I'm gonna run you through the workout. We're gonna start with a tire flip. So you're gonna flip it, burpee, pick it up again, flip it, burpee. You're gonna go all the way to the end. And then you're gonna drag the tire all the way back down. And when you come back down this way, you're gonna go onto the bands. We're gonna do 10 punches each side. 1, 2, 3. Then we're gonna go back down here. You're gonna grab the kettlebell. We're gonna do 10 squats. After that, we're gonna jump in the tire. You're gonna run there and run back to finish. And we're gonna do 10 rounds. Yeah? Alright, Drag, you know why you're here? Let's get it. Let's go, my bro. Let's get it. Burpee. Love that. Almost there. Probably about one more flip. Yes, bro. Drag it all the way back down now. Let's go. Let's get it. Let's get it. I know your hamstrings are burning right now. All the way back. All the way back. Let's go. Now you're gonna go straight onto the bands. I want 10 punches on each side. Love that. You know where you're going straight after this, you're gonna give me 10 squats with a kettlebell.
Go.
Let's go, 10 squats, all the way down. How low can you go? How low can you go? Good reps. You're gonna go and give me 10 dips straight after this. Come on, you almost done one round. 10 dips. Let's go, let's get it, bro. Good reps. Got one more exercise to go, and that's one round done. You're gonna jump in the tire now. You're gonna go there and back to finish. How you feeling?
Good.
Come on, love that. Let's go, let's get it, let's get it. I'm back. Shout out, free the guys.
Free the guys. Know what it is.
That's one set. You got a minute break. We've got 9 more to go.
Go again. Let's go. Lungs are open.
Drags, it's that time now. You get to nominate the next person.
Listen, shout out Big Lou, Gymbarz. You know what it is. All love. Buddha, Cruds, I nominate you next, B. Let's see you in the building. Big Lou, Gymbarz. Back.
You hit it here first. Buddha, get your ass down here. Let's get it.
Fuck me.